What is going on, everyone? It's Zigzag here. Welcome back to another Geoguessr video. Today I'm playing against Trabota, who is without a doubt one of the best players in the world. And we are going to be playing a 1 million health duel against each other with 5 times multipliers, meaning that after each round, the multipliers are going to increase by 5 times. So obviously we'll see a slow start, but eventually the multis are going to be so huge you can literally lose 200,000 points on a single round. So it's going to be crazy. We're going to be playing with panning and zooming allowed and on a community world. Let's get straight into things here. Good luck to Trabota. And let's see if we're able to take him down, or at least get some good guesses against him. When I played this against Jupa, who's also one of the best players in the world, I think I didn't even get him down to half health. So let's hope that today's video goes a little bit better and I can take some nice wins. But the first one here looks to be somewhere in Latin America, of course. I'm not actually sure about the country yet, but I think it should be Ecuador, right? No doubt he will put me into bat pretty quickly here. We do have this white car, so I guess it's probably actually just Colombia here. Even though we don't have a number plate here, if we could see that, if it was yellow, we'd definitely know it was Colombia. As it stands, I think I'll just go for the guess here, get my marker down in kind of southern Colombia, just in case it is Ecuador. I don't know, something about the round didn't really remind me of there. Ends up being near Medellin, which makes a lot of sense there, so he's going to take an early advantage of just 500 points. So in the grand scheme of a million, you can see that's very low, but when we get to the multis here, all that's going to change quite quickly. So anyway, next one here looks like somewhere inside Slovenia. We have this kind of Slovenian style sign that's yellow with the arrow at the end. This should be fairly eastern, I think, but it could be western as well. I'm going to go near Maribor here. I think that's kind of most likely. The hills are not too big, which is more what you'd see kind of around Ljubljana. So yeah, it's probably around here or just in this section here. We go for the same guess. Ends up being actually southern, near the Croatian border. So my first damage, we didn't get flawlessed. Would have been quite shameful to get flawlessed on a million health duels, but hey, that's a good start. All right. Next one here is double yellows. Should be somewhere in like Canada, I reckon, just based on the road. Yeah, I wonder where. Probably somewhere in Ontario, I would say, but not entirely sure where to say. We got these like, we might be in the Canadian Shield because we got the these kind of rocks on the side of the road, so maybe Sudbury area could make sense here. I'll just go for that. Somewhere around here probably makes the most sense. Could also be like far western Ontario, but yeah, I'm happy to just go kind of quickly here in case it is kind of something crazy that he knows. Ends up being a decent guess there, so that's a nice little result. And yeah, definitely this kind of area has a lot of rocks on the side of the road that you can definitely use to get closer guesses. Okay, next one here looks like Asia to me, round number 4. This is probably like Malaysia, I would say. Rounded pole top here. I would say probably Borneo, but we have a black car, which is definitely rarer in Borneo, so I do wonder where exactly this would be. Maybe I have to go mainland here. We don't see anything on the poles that would indicate mainland, I think, unless that is a black sticker. It could be. Ooh, kind of difficult. I could just hedge Sarawak here. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, it does not seem that we have any, like, peninsula-style poles. The black car is certainly confusing. I think I will just go Sarawak here, actually. We'll test that out, and it ends up being, yeah, Sabah. That was my initial thought there, but okay. A bit more damage. Again, nothing too serious. We can use this. This is my first Geoguessr game of the day. We can use this kind of, these early rounds to ease into things here. But round number 5 here is the last round without multipliers, I believe, and looks like we're going to be somewhere in Bhutan. Bhutan often has these like concrete cinder blocks on the side of the road, and yeah, a lot of like pine-ish trees and white architecture as well. These buildings are super Bhutan, so we can just go in here. I'm not going to try and line up the road here. The points simply aren't worth it on a round like this on a tiny country like Bhutan. Also, Bhutan often has that silver car. It looks like the white car with a Google car, but it's actually silver, so often helps out because really only Bhutan and Philippines have that commonly. Okay, next one here is going to be 6 times damage, so already with an extra 5 times, and we're in Japan here, so damage could be relatively high. I think it's kind of middle here, right? I don't really see anything that's too helpful, so I would just kind of click Gifu here and hope for the best. It could be quite a bit further north, but yeah, somewhere on Honshu would make sense. And it is not even Honshu, it's just Shikoku, so yeah, a little bit of damage there, 2,000 points, not too bad. But we've not done too much to Trabota yet. He's been consistently a bit closer, which is what I find when I play against these players who I consider my superiors. They're often just that bit closer, and it's annoying, but yeah, it's the way it is. Okay, so this one feels like relatively southern Israel or Palestine. Might just go for like, yeah, maybe just south of Palestine here, makes a lot of sense. It is very hilly. No doubt Trabota will try and line up the road here, which is, oh, wow. Never mind, I was on the right road, basically. Wrong angle, but we'll take it. 500 points, very nice. Israel's not my strongest country, so I'm happy with that guess. Moving on to 16 times damage here. So now we got to fear when we get these bigger countries. Not like this. This is Lesotho, classic Lesotho mountains, not many trees, very green. Yurt structures here, and wooden tolls as well. So I think I'll just click in the middle here. Could certainly be the middle. When it's it's normally greener to the east of the country, drier to the west. You can kind of see that on the map as well. So keep that in mind. But obviously, that wasn't that green. You do get some pockets that are just completely green. Okay, next one's like Thailand, I would say. Yeah, definitely Thailand. So do we have any like region-specific polls or anything? I think Trabota is kind of the master of poll knowledge. So if there's ever a round with a whole bunch of confusing polls, I'm just gonna send it really quickly, I think. But we do have mountains there, do we? I think this might be fairly northern, then. I think this might be fairly northern. I'm not entirely sure here, but I'll just kind of go around there. I think that's pretty safe. Divided highway, the meme is that that's always near Bangkok, but obviously that's not actually true. And we both go for the same guess there, and it's a nice bit of damage there. We're finally actually kind of even now. So 26 times damage on Canada, this could be huge. I might go really fast here, just in case he tries to line up the road. A lot of splatter on the camera lens here. I wonder about that. I think I'm just going to go fast Manitoba here. Which road would it be? Maybe this one over here or something like that. Kind of east to west here. Might just go on this section here. I'm not really sure, but Manitoba, kind of northern Manitoba makes a lot of sense here. Kind of thinner trees and Generation 2 camera. I think that's a good combination to go here. Could still be Northwestern Territories. And it is Alberta, northern Alberta. We both go for the same guess, though, and he's going to be ever so slightly closer, so not too bad of a difference there. Moving up to 31 times damage. We're still waiting for that one big round, because the damage has been really quite low so far. So this feels like Sweden. Yes, it does. We've got, like, or could it be elsewhere? I think it has to be Sweden with this yellow filled in sign here. This yellow bar should mean we're Swedish. In which case... we got that kind of ocean over that direction there. I would say Gothenburg area makes the most sense here, so I might just go here. It felt a bit northern, so I do worry about a lake quite north here, but yeah, I don't know, it's winter, so it's kind of hard to tell what this actually is. Ends up being just near Gothenburg here, and he goes right on the border, so not a bad guess there. We're actually playing pretty well. We're actually in the lead, indeed, so that is better than I could have expected, but unfortunately, these early rounds do not matter as much as I wish they did at this point, but we'll see what happens later on. Okay, this one looks like somewhere in this pole top. I think it's going to be Romania, actually. Yeah, holy pole plus black back of the signpost. Where in Romania is kind of a tough question for me, actually. It's very flat, so I feel like I should go southern here. Might just go around here, actually. The hills to the north are small. And we do have these kind of bigger hills to our east there, so yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense that we had these hills east here near Brad. But yeah, it's 5,000 points damage, so it brings it back into the balance here, still slightly ahead. And what do we have here, round number 13? It's going to be somewhere in Latin America, I would have thought, right? Kind of looks that way. Yeah, we have stubby antenna. I think it's Ecuador, but I could be wrong about that. I think it's Ecuador, right? I think we go fast Ecuador here and hope for the best. Yeah, not entirely sure, but it feels right, so let's try it. And, okay, ends up being southern there, so he'll move into the lead off that guess, but really we've been neck and neck so far, so it hasn't really been too much separating us, and as soon as we get one big bait round, where one person's able to get it and the other isn't, then we'll start to see everything change in that way. Okay, this one with the black car seems like deep south Peru, I would say. Could it ever be Argentina? I don't think so. I think that Peru makes a lot more sense here than Argentina. I mean, obviously, Arg also has the black car, but this kind of like mountain road in the middle of the Atacama kind of looking desert makes a lot of sense. That's the first big damage round because it was actually all the way near Lima there. It's 56,000 points, so immediate, quite big damage there. We move on to round number 15 here, 51 times damage. We have actually New Zealand bollards here. This is an interesting round. I think it's North Island, but I could be really wrong about that, to be honest. Do I go fairly quickly here? I think I do. I've thought even maybe like kind of the east side of the island here, just because it feels kind of remote. I'm going to try that. Not really sure though. Yeah, some of this vegetation gives me, oh wow, it was a really good guess. Some of the vegetation kind of gave me an Australian vibe, but it didn't feel like all the way up there. So that's a good bit of damage there. Happy with that. And the next one's 56 times damage. So things are really starting to spiral out of control. Any really bad guess here starts to become not deadly, but bad. This one doesn't feel too southern to me. It is Patagonia somewhere, but it doesn't feel too southern, I would say. It doesn't feel that cold, although it could be. So I was kind of thinking south of Mendoza somewhere, surely. Maybe like these towns here. I don't know. Is it going to be north of Nequan? Maybe a bit south of Nequan, actually. Do we have any significant bodies of water? We don't appear to. There's a dirt road as well. I think I'll just go there. I think so. I am worried that it could be like more like deep south, but okay, that's a really nice guess again. Okay, we're actually playing pretty well here, and that's going to be 40,000 points damage. So we actually moved back into the lead there. Very good. And I don't know, Argentina is still okay. Russia. Forget what I was going to say about Argentina. Russia is scary against Trabota. He knows a lot of stuff that I do not. Feels Asian to me, honestly. We have like some spruces, I think, or some larches, I think. So, yeah. Not really sure where I go here, though. I do kind of think like Asian Russia somewhere maybe around here or something like that. Could also be around here. I'm just going to go for it. I don't want to let him line up the road. It is kind of the right angle here for to be somewhere along this kind of stretch. I hope this is decent. If it could still be all the way over here, in all honesty, so we'll see. Oh, ends up being the right road. Let's go. Okay, I'm playing super good. I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this. It's 12,000 points damage. Let's see. It's still early days, but we are in the lead, which is definitely good. 66 times damage now, and we are on Sweden here. We have place names. I think I just go in case he knows. Fairly northern here based on the trees. I'm kind of tempted to look a little bit here, but I think I'll just go more like this, right? Yeah. I think I'm just going to go there. Is it much more north? No, it's not too bad. It's not too bad there. As Sweden goes, because I'm not really someone who knows place names that well, 14,000 points damage is definitely something I can take. And the next one here is 71 times damage on maybe Italy based on this street sign here. Yeah, this is the Italian street sign with Via on it. Italy's not my strongest. Kind of getting southern-ish vibes off this one, though. Kind of looks like Spain or something. Could even be Sicily. So I think I'll kind of click down in that direction there. Maybe just kind of in the middle hedge here. I feel like that's actually kind of reasonable. I'm going for it. Let's see. And it was actually quite a bit further north there. So yeah, just right near San Marino, interestingly. That's not the kind of landscape I associate, but we moved back into second position here. Good guess from Trabota. Okay, next one here, we're in Russia again. Kind of scary, kind of scary. Very, like, brown soil here. This is also some like, overcut, like, some kind of, like, what would you say, like, evening coverage or something. So, it is a bit scary in that sense. He might know that. I think I would go somewhere out here. I'm just trying to think, like, Novosibirsk or maybe Tyumen kind of area. Do we have any, like, big clumps of trees? It feels like we actually may, yeah. I don't know, this is scary. This is a scary round. Ooh, really thinking of Novosibirsk, but also thinking of just Urals as well. I might hedge it all the way out there, to be honest. Ooh, it's not pleasant. It's not pleasant this round. I'm going to go Novosibirsk. Let's try it. If it's over here, which I think it might be, obviously, the red soil kind of reminds me a bit of there. It's one of the two, I think. So I've been practicing my Russia, but I'm nowhere near Trabota's level in Russia, even if I get closer here. And it's not being Omsk, which is surprising, because Omsk is very flat. But we're going to do 81,000 points of damage there, which is pretty good. Yeah, I mean, none of us nailed it, so it's really, it's Russia. It's difficult stuff. Next one here, we got short antenna. What is that language? Maybe Estonian or Latvian or something? I don't actually know. A-frame pole here. I can't actually see what type of pole it is, though. Do we have any green blur? We have kind of Estonian flowers, but I kind of think with the wider road, it might be Latvia. The N with the dash underneath, I can't remember, so I think I just go here. Northern Latvia. Let's try it. And that ends up being, yeah, just near Riga there, so pretty standard stuff there. Let's give the page a refresh to help with lag, and head into the next round here. So what's it going to be? 86 times damage now. Okay, guys, next person to make a big mistake loses 100,000 plus, and or maybe even more than that, to be honest. This is Mexico, I believe, and Trabota is pretty good at Mexico, as I recall. Feels maybe a bit southern, but I hope there's no phone code here, because I'll be definitely in trouble if there is. Feels a bit southern. Apart from that, I couldn't really say, so I think I'd just go a bit south of Mexico City here. Maybe like Veracruz or something like that. Is it at all hilly? It doesn't feel really hilly. So yeah, I'll go in Tabasco, actually, I think. Is that reasonable? It is so green that it's hard to tell. It looks like they just had a lot of rainfall, so it's really hard to tell. I think I hedge it back again, actually. I just go kind of Veracruz here and hope for the best. Hope, ooh, wow, it's much further north than we thought, yeah. That's kind of, I was going to go there, so I would have had basically the same guess, but I get in below 700k here, so we're actually 100,000 points in the lead. 91 times damage now, and we're looking at something, where? I think it's going to be somewhere in North America, obviously. Speed limit, so should be USA. This is good. I feel like I can get a good vibe guess on USA. That is probably state specific. I don't know it though. It's very flat. Winter coverage here. Houses maybe feel kind of central. It doesn't feel too far north. We have this US exclusive sign, so it's 100% US. It's flat. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where this is actually. Kansas, Nebraska both seem possible here. Maybe just Iowa hedge it. I think Iowa hedge is probably pretty safe here. Highway, yeah, I don't think there's anything that's that useful, unfortunately. He's taking his time as well, so I think I just continue to think a little bit here. We do have front plates, that's good to know. Definitely good to know. May actually be further north than I thought, though. Do we have anything else here? I don't really think we do. I think we're basically just gonna have to guess based on these front plates, these houses. Maybe even southern Minnesota could make sense here. I could see that, or even Wisconsin. So he's put us into bat. It's a lot of trees, so I actually kind of want to guess further this direction. Maybe southern Wisconsin here. I don't know. This is a hard round. And it ends up being in Illinois. I think it actually may have said Illinois in one of the signs. It crossed my mind, but that's going to be 44,000 points damage, so evening things up a little bit there. Good guess from Trabota, getting the state. But yeah, I'm not sure if I actually said that. If you can see back on the footage, let me know in the comments. But okay, next one here. Ooh, I'm all stressed now. I want to win this duel. Let's see if we can do that. Is it Colombia? I think so. No, we got the orange plate, so it should be Ecuador here. White plate there as well. Makes sense. So yeah, Ecuadorian taxis. Maybe it's southern. Maybe it's southern. Maybe it's northern. I don't really know when it comes to Ecuador. It is flat though, so maybe kind of this direction here. Could it be? I'm going to try that. I don't really know. Ecuador, we won't lose too much points, so let's just try something interesting here. Kind of feels like the Amazon though, so give it a go. But I think we got the right country here, which is good. So yeah, it says Ecuador on the truck as well. And it ends up being all the way in Santo Domingo, but he has a similar guess to me, so it's not going to be too much points of damage there. 18k. Actually bringing things kind of back into the balance here. We're still waiting for those really hard rounds. We are playing a community world, which has a lot of hard rounds on it, so we'll see. And this one is going to be somewhere in Argentina. And it doesn't feel too cold again. I would say this is kind of Nequan kind of area to me. We're actually going to have to use the road angle here, I would say. This road could make sense immediately. I'm going to try it. I'm just going to go for it here, guys. It kind of gives, these don't feel too southern. Like, I like to look at the way they're growing. It doesn't feel like it's super cold, but I could be wrong. It could be deep south. And yeah, it is deep south. Whoops, that's going to be huge damage. Got a bit cocky there, and it's going to be 140,000 points. Okay, the game just started, guys. We're now in a deficit, unfortunately. Yeah, as I said, my last good RG guess, a little bit of a luck, I think. I'm not actually that good at Argentina. Next one here, Russia again, I would assume. We've got white car here. We've got big mountains, kind of volcanic-looking mountains almost. So I wonder about Kamchatka Peninsula here. Is that possible? Oh, the game could even end here, guys, if he 5Ks, and I have no idea. Okay, white car, possibilities. Kamchatka, I believe, does have it. Yeah, and then over here is also possible. Do you get snow-capped mountains there, though? That's kind of more confusing to me. So where would we be if we're in Kamchatka? Maybe around here would have to be the case, because we see this kind of river. So that could make sense. I don't even know where the coverage starts, though. I think it starts in this city, so yeah. Over here, can it be? I don't think so. I think we do kind of have to be up there, right? It's a hard round. It's a hard round. But yeah, blue roofs, more kind of Asian maybe. It can't really be anything over here, I don't think. So really, it should be over here or over here, in which case we don't lose too many points. I just go here. Hopefully he's undecided and misses it or something like that. But yeah, white car is not that common in Russia, and we end up getting the right city. That's good. That's good. Okay, I'm really thanking myself for practicing Russia recently, because otherwise I think I would have just already been out or something. Okay, 111 times damage now, and we're back in Russia, so let's see if I can hold my respect here. Actually, it's going to be somewhere in Kyrgyzstan with the red strips on the plates. And we have the southern and dirty mirror, so it should be somewhere near Jalalabad, I believe. And yeah, I'm just going to go there. I don't actually remember. It might be a little bit east or a little bit west, maybe. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's somewhere around there. So hopefully you didn't see the mirror, and we get some points here. Doubtful, though. Trabota's not really one to miss that, I don't think. Let's see. It ends up being, yeah, exactly there. Dirty mirror is on Shalmaldi Say. So hopefully I can remember that next time, but the damage is not too bad. As we move into 116 times now. Ooh, Southeast Asian. This is a bit scary. We've got actually some Philippines, which is a country I practiced a bit, so let's see if I can make use of that. Kind of feels a bit northern to me. I might go Luzon here, to be honest. I think I go Luzon. Bit of red soil. I wouldn't say it's too far north of Manila. Maybe just go like kind of central Luzon. I think it's decent. It could just be southern, in which case we're really in trouble. We're going to lose a lot of points, but yeah, we'll see. Okay, it's a great guess there. Very happy with that. And he goes central, which I considered around there. But that's 120k, so we are exactly even. Oh my goodness, guys. What a good duel this is turning into. Whew, stressful. And we are looking at now something in... What country is this? I'm kind of stressed, so I'm blanking a bit. Is it Portugal? I think it's Portugal, right? That font seems Portuguese. Yeah, okay. And the back plate there is not actually giving anything away. I think it has to be Portugal, though. Architecture seems more Portuguese than Italian, but could it be Italy? I want to see a hunting sign, but yeah, we got a hunting sign here. That's good. I was like, yeah, normally on a round like this, where you're kind of next to some fields, a hunting sign is present in Portugal. I'm just going to go a little north of Lisbon here. Shouldn't be too far from there, I imagine. Ooh, he gets it. He actually found the town. That's why he was taking so long. I think if he went faster, I could have gotten the wrong country. So I'm glad he took the time to find the town, and I figured out that it was actually just going to be somewhere in Portugal. Okay, 126 times damage. More urban Europe. Not really my favorite site. Should just be Italy, though. Kind of Po Valley vibes this time, I would say. Yeah, I think we just go here. Yeah, it's just Po Valley, I think. So I'm going to go for that. And do we have mountains north there? Seems like we might. Although not too much is visible. I'm just going to go near Milan here. Hope it's not Rome. It could still be Rome. We have kind of like a, what would you say, like Roman kind of architecture here. So we'll see about that. But the architecture remind me of north. Ends up being near Florence there. So good guess from Trabota. And we're going to take another 32,000 points. So we're back a little bit behind here, but nothing that we can't come back from. I'm playing so much better than I played against Juba. Okay, this time we are looking at some Indonesia. He knows pole tops. So I have to go pretty quickly here. I think it's just Java. So I'll probably try that out here, but yeah, uneven pole. He definitely knows the pole tops here, guys. Not good stuff. I think I just go over here. East Java, something like that, maybe. Ooh, we actually get it. Wow, how clutch. It's all the way in the west of East Java there, and we get 25,000 points damage to show for it. So getting closer than Trabota on Indonesia. I mean, I feel like 9 times out of 10, he knows the pole tops, so I'm very in trouble on those types of rounds. Let's hope we don't get any more of that. This one is Japan. Kind of some orangish leaves going on here. And what are we really going to say about it? It's kind of feeling central to me. Do we have any kind of longer grass? Kind of. Feels a bit Kyushu grass here, so I might go Shikoku as a hedge here. Yeah, actually I might go for a bit of an ocean hedge, because I feel like it is kind of this region here. So let's try that. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets close here. He's pretty good at Japan. Do we have any like plates on the poles? I think we're not close enough to any poles to actually say. We do have 2 there, so he might know that actually. And it ends up being Kyushu indeed. Very nice. So he goes Osaka. It's going to be decent damage there. And yeah, 93,000 points. Wow, we moved back into the lead. This one's been so back and forth. A really good game so far. This one's just Guatemala, so I'm not really sure where to go. Maybe fairly northern here? I would say it's fairly northern, but it could be southern, so I'll just go quickly and hope he doesn't know. Well, let's just go in this kind of region here, just hedge it. If it is southern, so be it, but I think it kind of gives me more northern vibes. I don't know, if I kind of don't know what it looks like I'm not familiar with it, then I just go northern. And it ends up being on that road. Good guess, but actually we're pretty close as well, so that's not really too bad at all. We're still in the lead here, guys. I would not have expected to be in the lead at this stage at 146 times damage, but hey, that's the improvement I've been making recently. Okay, this one feels like northern BC. Yeah, this one feels like northern BC to me. I think I just go Bear River. I think I just go northern BC here. Pole tops are not familiar, I must say, but I go like here. I go like here, I think. Maybe Bear River's kind of findable here, because there's a lot of town names that have the river name in them. I don't see it though, so I just go Like, are there any other roads here? I don't think there are, so I just go here. Could still be, we have a front plate, but it could still be in Yukon, I think. But I guess we'll find out soon enough here. It should be one of those two places. I shouldn't be too far away, regardless. And it ends up being northern BC indeed. Was it actually findable? Not really. We are close to there. 76,000 points is good. A decent guess from him as well. And now it's 151x, and we are on, is it Belgium or Denmark? I got it wrong yesterday. This time, how am I still not sure about this, bro? I really need to remember. I think it's Belgium though, right? Oh gosh. Field kind of feels, Okay, man, I can't remember these bollards. This is bad. What does it actually look more like though? Be reasonable, Oscar. I think it looks more like Belgium? I actually have no idea. I'm just gonna hedge it southern Denmark here. Goodness me, it is. Gosh. I need to remember that. They can have very similar ones, but I think the orange bar is just Denmark, isn't it? Gosh, I'm being silly. The pressure is getting to me. I'm not well suited to being in the lead at this stage. And so here we have some more Mexico. We have a blue plate there, which is interesting. Or do we even have Mexico at all? Yeah, it is Mexico at this pole. Okay, we have a phone code there. I don't think it's that useful. Feels fairly like kind of west coast to me. So I might try something over there. Could be fairly far north, could be fairly central as well, I think. It's kind of hard to sail around like this. Mexico is difficult, has to be said. I don't think there's anything too useful here, so it's a bit of a stab. But we have a palm. Yeah, west coast is my vibe here. I just have to trust myself on this one, I think. Go Colima, maybe? Colima? Yeah. In line with Mexico City. If it's north, it's north. If it's south, it's south. We don't take too many points damage. I'm trying that. Oh, it's a good guess. Though neither of us are too close. It's just Guanajuato there. Whoo-wee. 37,000 points damage. We are entering the last kind of phase of this duel, guys. This has been truly epic. 161 times damage. We have a white car here. Is it actually Chile? I think so. I think it has to be basically Chile here. Flat signpost feels good. I don't know how far north this is, to be honest. We still have some vegetation, so I wouldn't expect it to be that far north. Could it ever be Argentina? I mean, the car looks white, right? So I think it's not Argy at all. But it almost reminds me more of a Patagonian landscape, so I really don't know where to guess for this. We have like kind of slight-ish hills here. Something like this, or maybe even further south. Maybe just around where it says Chile. I feel like that's kind of better, but it's confusing. Okay, I think I'll just go here. This could be huge damage. Have I missed something? White car. I mean, yeah, it can't be Argentina or Uruguay here. It can still be Peru, but I think the signposts that are flat here kind of look more Chilean. Let's put the pressure on, man. I want this round to be over. I just don't know exactly where it is. Or can I have missed it completely? Could it be a different country that I haven't considered? Maybe. Okay, it's just kind of like central Chile. That's fine. Okay, making good rational guesses here. It's 41k points damage, but we're still in the lead, so really can't complain there. 166 times damage now. We're back in Chile. Not my strongest country, to be fair. What does that say? Austral. Interesting. Phone code we have. Like a kind of a pine. Feels fairly southern here, doesn't it? Ooh. Okay, we're on a lake here. Does Puerto Montt fit here? I feel like it kind of doesn't with the water to the north, but we could be in like this town here. Don't mind that. Although we have like land closer. He's gonna 5k this if we're not careful. We have like houses on the other side of it as well. Okay. What about this one here? Not really. No, it's much too small. Okay, this one here, again, much too small. I'm not sure where this is. O'Higgins, no. What about this one here? Okay, it's more promising perhaps. I don't know. I do not know where this is. It feels fairly southern though, right? Thought so. Okay, he puts the pressure on. Still a lot of trees. I don't know where this is, to be honest. Do I just hedge it? No, did you guys hear my click? I tried to click there. I tried to click in this middle of the water here. That's 151 points damage. 151,000 points damage, rather. A bit annoying, but that's the way it goes. Sometimes you don't get the click in. This one is New Nigeria, and it feels fairly far northern, right? Somewhere near Abuja, I want to say here. Just go like kind of out Jos maybe area here. I'm just going to go middle because I don't exactly know. It's a little bit hilly, quite dry. Yeah, I mean this guy looks more Muslim, so north half of the country probably fits better. Though I could be wrong about that. Let's see. Ends up being quite southern. Okay, wrong about that. It's more big damage here, unfortunately. That's 93,000 points. So a few bad guesses, and all of a sudden we're 200,000 points behind. So I really want to bring it back here a little bit. Any completely wrong guess, and it's over, obviously. Whew, okay. This feels like Italy, yes. Feels probably northern. Can I be wrong still? Blackbacks are the signs. I think we just go. Architecture is weird, but I think we just go, yeah? Yeah, we just go. Verona, no. I mean, it would be too beautiful there, right? Winter coverage is kind of strange. Maybe around here. Okay, think. These are bare mountains. Kind of strange, bro. We have to be fairly close into the... I'm going to try this. Wait. No, architecture feels more that side, bro. Oh, wow, we switched. See, this time we're on the good side of the switch. 151,000 points damage, guys. Holy crap, it's in the balance. This time I tried to switch away from the right one, so that makes up for the last time when I tried to switch to the actual correct location. Okay. Focus. Brazil, north. No, southern water here. Where is this? Oh my goodness, where is this? Think. What has Jupiter taught me? Southern coast here. Feels like the north of Brazil, though. So what can... Oh, let's just search for what actually makes sense here. Something over here? Could be this town here? Do we have any, like... Yeah, I don't know. Do we see any land in the distance? Not really. We would see land here. So, what else can this be? Somewhere around there, maybe. I don't really see anything else that fits, to be honest. So, otherwise it can be still south. Like, some of these trees almost feel a bit southern. Okay, do we see anything? Oh man, this round is super hard, man. Do I even have the right country? Yeah, it has to be Brazil with the poles. Sheesh, bro, this is a hard round. Reddish sand. So we see, like over that direction, quite a bit more land. So yeah, it kind of fits, to be honest. Is that actually long enough not to be able to see? Maybe so. Do I just go here? Anything else? It's just, yeah, it just feels northern. I just can't shake that feeling. I think I go here. Salvador, I mean. Possible. Goes in. It could just be down here, bro. It's probably down here, but I'm committing. Oh, no, I'm committing. No, he gets it. Oh, okay. That's going to be the game. That is going to be the game. GG to Trabota, man. That was fun. So chuck a GG in chat. Well played to Trabota there, and what a game. So let's take a quick summary of the game. What an epic one. It lasted a full 41 rounds. And if only, I mean, that, like, I was going to click on this peninsula here, so I think 30 more seconds I may have been able to make the switch. I wasn't. Full respect to Trabota for playing a really good game there. And just what a fun one that was. I'll see you guys in a video very soon. Shouts to Trabota for coming on. And till the next video, goodbye, guys.